Today I'm going to try and add to my collection of Christmas cactus. Yesterday I was in a big box store and they had a beautiful orange Christmas cactus blooming, and underneath of it were a couple of the stems that had broken off or fallen off, and they were badly dehydrated. But I'm going to see if I can rescue these and get some new plants started. I have another one up here that's a purple that a friend gave me, and I'm trying to get it started. But these I'm going to try and hydrate in water first and see if they'll get going. So I'm going to get a little jar of water and see if I can get these hydrated and get them growing again. Okay, I've got the little cup of water here. I'm going to add some vermiculite to it, and the purpose of that is to keep the plants setting upright. The vermiculite will absorb all the water and stay wet, and it'll keep the plants upright. So I'll get this water soaked, and then we'll get the stems into it. Okay, I've got a jar that I put water in, and I added vermiculite to it. It's all well soaked. And now I'll put these Thanksgiving cactus stems in it. The vermiculite, the reason that's in there is to keep the stems standing upright so they don't fall down in the water and they stay just in the bottom of the water. It's important when these are put in, you put them in the right way. You want all the points to be up so that you're putting the root of the stem into the water and not the top of it. So I'll push these down into this vermiculite, and hopefully they'll start getting hydrated from all this water, and then we'll start seeing roots form on them. And like I say, the vermiculite will help hold those up. I've put these on a heat mat here, which is going to help them root a lot faster. So hopefully these will get going in a couple weeks. We'll come back and look at them, and they should have some roots forming on them. So we'll let them set now on the heat mat for a while, and then I'll be back in probably a couple weeks, and we'll check and see how they're doing, if they've got roots on them, and then we'll pot them up. But these came off of a beautiful orange Thanksgiving cactus, and I'm hoping I can propagate it and get one growing to add to my collection. It's been 2 weeks ago today that I put these cuttings of these orange Thanksgiving cactus into this water and vermiculite. These are ones that I found in a store that were badly withered because they'd been off the plant for some time. I brought them home and hydrated them and put them in here and trying to get them going. And it's been 2 weeks, so I want to see what kind of roots they've developed. This one has roots started on it. You can see them on the bottom there. There's about 3 or 4 roots. So it's doing very well. It will soon be growing, and we'll get it started. This bigger one, oh, it has some beautiful roots on it. It's growing beautifully. So it's about ready to pot up. This third leaf is one that I just put in about a week ago. It broke off of one of the other leaves here, and I stuck it in the water. It doesn't yet have any roots on it, so we'll keep that for another week or so. But overall, these are doing beautifully, and they're about ready to go. In about another week, I'll take them out of the water and pot them up into some soil and get them growing. Then I'll have an orange Christmas cactus or Thanksgiving cactus to go with my other plants. It's been 1 week since I last checked on these stem cuttings for the orange Thanksgiving cactus. Today I'm going to pot them up and get them ready to start their spring growth. I've prepared a 6-inch clay pot with my homemade soil potting mix in it, and I've added perlite to it to increase drainage, because these holiday cactus like lots of drainage. They don't like to sit in water. So I'll get these potted up. I'll put this up onto the tripod here so I'll have both hands free, and we'll get it going. Okay, let's see what these look like. lots of roots on there. So this is ready to go into the pot, and I'll rinse off some of the vermiculite off of here so I can get a better start of it. That's looking great. An important thing to do with these is to make sure that the potting soil has a large enough hole that these can be pushed in without damaging those fragile roots. So I'll use this tool here to make a hole that is wide enough and deep enough. And we'll put this in about halfway onto the first leaf or stem section. These are frequently mislabeled or miscalled as leaves, and they're not actually leaves, they're actually part of the stem of a plant. Let's look at this second one. Oh, it has roots coming both places, so I'll bury this one down to this level here because it has roots here as well as down here. This other stem section probably doesn't have roots yet because of it. It's a late start. It does actually have a root on it, but it's starting to rot. But I'm going to go ahead and put this into the potting soil and see if it grows. If it doesn't grow, I'll simply pull it out and throw it away. But if it grows, that'll be that much better. There, that's all there is to potting them up. It's in the pot and ready to go. The only thing I need to do now is to label it because I won't know until it blooms what color it actually is unless I label it. So I'll make a label over here and get that in there. Okay, I've got a label made. It says it's an Orange Thanksgiving Cactus, and I'll put that in the pot. And now this will join all my others. This one over here is a purple one that I've got started, and it's growing nicely. This is one of the original red Thanksgiving cactus. It's reblooming again. It had finished blooming about just about Christmas time, and now it's starting again. Next to it is another one that bloomed a short time ago. It's white with a pink center, and it's called a light pink. And then this one over here is a yellow plant that I've started from some stem cuttings. So we should have a lot of different colors this coming fall when they start blooming. But I'll keep the tags in them until I confirm that they're those colors. So that's the end of the process of potting up the Thanksgiving cactus cuttings.